miraculous Monday, lots of miracles happening. Okay, so energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. It's 7:56 a.m. Eastern time. So I've been guided to tell you guys the time. Find this little thing here. All right. So email me sunshinegoddess333 at gmail.com. I still have my reading special, 10 minutes for $10.10, which I'm loving those. Thank you for everyone that participated in those. I just feel like it's kind of like a crash course in reading energy. And not, you're like, girl, is that what you do? Yes. But sometimes I do reading for the same people over a span of years. So when I get new soul family members and I get to do their readings, I'm like, what? Yes, I like to. So thank you everyone that's been participating. It's over on the 20th, 10 minutes for $10.10. Um, and yeah, just send your payment confirmation and your phone number to whatever information in my description box down below that you can use PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. Yeah, I send you a text message, we do the reading, and it's legit. If it just feels like it goes by so long from someone that from doing 10-minute readings to 30-minute readings, it goes by so long. So let's get to the reading because it's kind of later in the morning. And hey, happy Monday, Ambi Marie, and your girl got to get ready for work. So these masculines, what they do is they give me channel messages very early in the morning, like, get up. We have something to say. And I'm like, so this morning from, I think about 5 o'clock this morning, I heard the song Rain on Me. Now it is raining here. So sadness. Somebody realized what empathy is. Oh, Hercules, Hercules. Maybe you like that movie with Eddie Murphy, The Nutty Professor. I don't know. Just got that download too. But this masculine energy, very regretful of listening to other people about when it comes to you because they know you. Also about them criticizing, like, are we in kindergarten? There's really still, yeah, it feels like it, right? And I always reference, you're like, you always reference kindergarten. Yeah, because I feel like this masculine was very immature when it came to the way they handled you, feelings, emotions, and what have you, on top of listening to other people when they know how you made them feel, when they witnessed how you were. So it's kind of like these back and forth energies that I've been picking up the past couple days, where some of the masculines are like, all right, I knew better, right? I'm willing to open up about the fact that I knew better than to allow people to sit and talk. And then you have other ones who are like, well, I was just trying to be in the crowd, acting like a kid, being a follower, be your own man, be your own woman. Energy's energy if it resonates. And now, whomever, whichever spectrum they fall on in reference to whether they didn't stick up for you or stand up for you, hey, Jennifer, or whether they sat around and criticized you and or joined in on the forces of this criticism, they feel like shit, literally. Okay, so I feel like somebody's very emotional. It's giving me an energy once in a lifetime type of love. Now, I didn't say that they can't meet other people and get the same feelings, but they don't want that. This energy that I pick up is they want to be with you, they want to fix things with you, they want this relationship, this connection. They just have to mind their manners. They have to be better in the things that they say to people, places, and situations. So energy's energy if it resonates. So I was looking for, this is the cards I'm going to use for the mind of the masculine. And I found this, and this is so interesting because these go with another set of cards. So, but the download that I got totally matches this card. The divine was like, okay, I didn't even know this was missing. Like, listen, don't judge me. I think I have like over 101 tarot cards at this point, pushing it. So, sometimes I leave one out in the shelf. So this is what we have. And I love this because thank you, Spirit, for your confirmation. Thank you to the divine for your confirmation. If you were asking for confirmation on how this person feels, somebody wants to change their life. And again, changing their life comes with changing their attitude, their approach to different things, keeping a positive attitude, and going for what you want. You can be a millionaire sitting on the side of the bed. You need Wi-Fi. You need a computer. You can't just sit there, tap your feet, millionaire. I mean, I don't know how that's possible because you got to do the work. And then the reason why the divine is keeping you separate from this masculine is because he wasn't doing the work. Energy's energy if it resonates. So let's start this reading. 4, 5, 6 on the clock. Look for those synchronicities today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the energies that you are going to start seeing, where you know that, okay, this masculine, these synchronicities are in order. So they're getting their ducks in a row in order to be able to come back to your life. Now, some of you say, hell no, you can't. You're not allowed to come back in my life. It was a good time while it lasted, but I'm over this relationship, this connection. Okay, so criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are in your relationship will magically transform. This masculine hates this masculine realizing that they need to think better, transform better, go for what you want. Okay, so again, I want to pull some channel messages, and then I want to think, go into the mind of and see how they're feeling. So don't forget, we got the 1010, oh my God, money manifestation for a Monday. All right, Spirit. So it's 555 for money manifestation Monday, every Monday for now on the rest of the year. It's Christmas time is coming up, yeah. Let's get to it. $5.05 could turn $500. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Yep, I could do that. My magic is lit. I love it. I ain't holding back no more. Not filtering. Be scared. If you're scared, go to church. All right. So Spirit, come on. Email me, sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com. Okay, I'm getting help and guidance from Spirit. Oh, somebody's listening to their higher self. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love when I pick up energies that are tapped in. Okay, I needed this time out for myself. Take all the time you need in the world. Okay, energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. All right. Maybe you know what? You're thinking that maybe you don't. You needed a break too. You needed a break from this relationship, this connection. Somebody was just fighting too hard to get someone to see them. They saw you, but they wanted to go with everyone else. They saw you, but they wanted to believe other people. They heard you, they saw you, because you know why? It was only you and that person there when you were being intimate, when you're having these conversations. They know how you treat them, they know how you act, they know how you are, but if they want to be a follower and not a leader, this is what you get. Ashanti, rain on me. Oh, won't you take this pain from me? I don't want to live. I don't want to eat. I don't just rain on me. So that's a channel message song. If you want to listen to the Ashanti, rain on me, then that's a message from your masculine. I'm trying to find my way back to, oh, well, they feel as though this pain, this aching, this undenying love that they have for you, that they just kept trying to sweep under the rug, they kept trying to put it under the covers, that they kept trying to toss out. They thought for some way it was going to go away. And imagine, see, this is where the third party situations come in. Humping on other people, hunching on other people, trying to get over you, and don't. Imagine that. Energy's energy. And it's not even, because I was like, Spirit, is this about intimacy? Is this about this sexual chemistry that they share? They're like, no. Because I was going to get the cards. They're like, no, it has a lot to do with the way that you made this masculine feel accepted, love, the way you accepted them for who they are and what they are. Okay. Again, I'm still trying to figure myself out. So energy's energy, if it resonates. So I needed this time out for myself. I'm still trying to figure out myself. All right, Spirit, let's clarify another one of these energies. All these came out. Okay, Spirit. You're unlike anyone else I ever met. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't know how to love you, and I'm still so confused about it all. So again, in this energy, it doesn't feel like it's negative. It just feels like this masculine energy is realizing, like, listen, I got to figure this shit out. Something's not right. Seems like you're ready is what I hear. Girl, I hope you're ready. Coming towards you with this success in the eyes of the tiger. See, okay, so some tigers in the jungle have these spots on their ears where if they turn their ears, it looks like they're looking directly at you, but they're not, right? It's a mechanism to keep predators and prey off them. This masculine thought that they could do that. So you're like, no, those are ears. I see you. Turn your ass around and face me. They're having a hard time facing you. Facing you would have to totally mean acknowledging the whole 100% truth of where they messed up in this relationship connection. You mean take accountability? Yeah, they're like, damn, I have to take accountability. That's the only way that you can be able to do that with the totality. I'm getting help from Spirit. Totally guided away from these third party situations. Whose masculine thought they thought they wanted to be a swinger? They thought they wanted to be in this polyamorous energy. So listen, this masculine thought he wanted open relationships and other people, but I feel like somebody be curled up in a ball because they're lonely. I feel like somebody's curled up in a ball because they want love and they push love away and they're like, oh, if I only had my divine feminine. Like, relax, bro. This is what you decided. You know what I'm saying? And again, the divine's like, well, Like, this is what you want. You prayed for us to send them. We send them, and then you act like they don't exist. You act like they don't matter to you. You act like they're not even important. Like, make up your mind. But then again, the divine's honoring this masculine's heart. Again, this is why they're even open to allowing these conversation and these downloads. Yeah, you're unlike anyone I ever met, feeling really, 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 really guilty. Should I say it again? Feeling really, 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 really guilty, because in all actuality, you're very innocent and you're unlike anyone else they've ever met, and they know that. Energy's energy, if it resonates, and they're very aware of that. Okay, so again, criticizing one another only leads to unhappiness. It was okay to talk bad about you to be able to fit in. Yeah. But they knew you were innocent the whole time. That's why it's like, again, even dealing with these third parties, they didn't want to deal with these third parties. But again, somebody thought they could use their private parts to get over you. Like, ew. See, that makes people not want to be with you. You can't even get over. You got to get under someone else to get over someone else. Like, ew, that's already a message in itself. Okay, so Spirit, clarify. I needed time out for myself, which everybody does sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, clarify this. I needed time out by myself. The rebel, because again, this person. Well, why did you pray for someone to be with them? You get what you want. You get what you like. You like what you want, but you go against it. Again, the divine was like, time out, time out. Energy's energy. You say too much blood, and now they're seeing the rebel energy. They wanted to break free. See, this masculine was under the attack of lower vibrational entities living low vibrational lives. The longer you stay in low vibration, the more entities that are attached to you. And then guess what? You're supposed to be going your separate ways to figure yourself out, and now you got another kid, or now you're in another relationship, or now you done got 2 or 3 karmics lined up. That wasn't part of the plan in being in separation. The divine separated you from this person because they needed to work on themselves. And what did they do? Go work on other people, go work in other situations, because they thought in that energy they would get over you. So getting under someone else to get over you was an epic fail. Now and you know what's so interesting is a lot of these third parties, you can, like, come on now. We can feel when someone really doesn't want to be with us. We can feel when someone really doesn't want to deal with us. A lot of these third parties were just trying to force themselves onto these divine masculine energies, force themselves to be in their life. And now they're dealing with people that are trying to force them to be in relationship connections that they don't even want to be, and people that they don't even like. Like, bro, you're sitting over here laying next to a karmic, Jezebel spirit, but you did this. And then having a hard time getting away from these people, having a hard time getting out of these situations. There may be kids involved. There may be drama. There may be assets, houses, cars, liabilities, hell, dogs, pets, cats, and birds, whatever it is. They're like, oh my gosh, the more they stayed in those situations, the bigger the hole came that they started digging for themselves. Okay, energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Spirit, what that? They're trying to tell me to look for something. I don't know what they're asking me to look for. All right, Spirit, clarify this. I'm trying to find my way back to you. Friendliness. Some of these masculines, the falls to remind you that everything changes and it's beautiful. Blah, blah, blah. Dead. I don't, what is the metaphor that I always use? Trees do not grieve over dead leaves. So again, this masculine thinks you probably don't care. You probably don't. You probably do. But whatever the case is, how do I get myself to come back to you, right? I should be a rapper, because we realize that when all my downloads start rhyming, it's like poetry, flowetry. Those are super downloads. If you guys been here for a while, you kind of pick that up and realize that. But again, how do I find my way back to you? How do I breathe without you? I want to know. How do I ever? Now, if they were mean and nasty and rude to you, and they're like, all right, I have to be nice, right? So they're coming in, they're wanting to play nice. But again, thank you, Spirit, for this energy, empty threats. Nobody respects empty threats. If you do this, I'm not going to talk to you no more. Guess what? They do it and you talk to them. You're not learning either. Okay. So again, last night when I was walking my dog, I was getting a lot of downloads about these masculines and their empty threats in these third party situations. Well, if I found out you're talking to divine feminine, I'm going to leave. They go through their phone, they see your number, they don't leave. This person, they don't respect this third party under any circumstances. If there is a third party, they don't respect them. They don't care, whatever. It was a little bit of hunch. But they try to do it to either make you jealous or try to get over you. Babies, don't ruin your life trying to make me jealous. Energy's energy. If it don't ruin your life trying to make me jealous. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't know how to love you. I'm so confused about it all. laziness. Somebody who was a lazy lover, low vibrational energy, low vibrational effort. Okay, so again, you know what it is too though, because skirt, let's take a reverse back, because there's an energy here where you learned, right? You learned to stop giving your all to someone who's giving you a little bit, right? So we're in the lesson here, divine feminine, where your lesson here was you overextend, right? We can't give someone more and more and more and to make them love us more. It didn't work that way. So they did turn into lazy lovers. They did turn into people, well, they're gonna do it anyways, and there goes the empty threads. And all right, well, you know what I'm saying? I can just ghost them and come back. And I didn't say you deserve it. I didn't say you liked it either. But again, there's no, when you don't put boundaries and standards, they do whatever the hell they want. Okay, so energy's energy. If it resonates, you guys get those thumbs up. It's 24 in here. Get those thumbs up. It's 13 in the chat. So again, wanting to, in this energy of not knowing how to love you, you should let me love you. Let me be the one you want and need, baby. Good love and protection. Oh, okay. Protect and provide. See, that's not that hard. Energy's energy. If it resonates, remember, they asked for love like yours. Okay. Energy's energy. If it resonates, they get those thumbs up, guys. Okay. So again, I'm sorry I didn't know how to love you. I'm so confused at all. But why would they learn how to love you if they have everyone giving them everything on a silver platter? Right? Why would they need to learn anything? See, but when it comes to you, see, this is why the divine separated you two from this person, because now you learn and now you know. Right? Again, and in order to, they have to rise up to meet you. You're no longer moving your vibration down to meet this masculine. Meet me where I'm at, or don't meet me at all. And it is what it is, and it is going to be. And it's not because anyone's mad or upset. It's because I'm no longer lowering my standards and vibration to meet you where you are. That's what you got your karmics for. Okay. So because they don't care, they don't learn, they don't understand. That's their job. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and let them deal with that. Energy's energy. If it resonates, I'm so confused about it all, spirit. Ripeness, but ready seems like you're ready. Again, with this 9-9 energy, this was lesson for both you and this masculine energy, okay? Energy's energy. If it resonates, now they're ready to come in your life. Okay, apples or oranges, okay? Don't be low-hanging fruit. Again, they're learning that these third parties were low-hanging fruit. You know what's low-hanging fruit? Everybody has access to it. They admire you for not allowing everyone to have access to you. A lot of these third parties are very promiscuous girl. You know, even if they have kids by some of them don't even know if these kids are them. Some of these karmas are trying to trap them. I try to stay away from that karmic energy, but ilk. It's just disgusting. And then you deal with karmic people that they know that you're with this masculine, or that you're dealing with this masculine, and for some way, somehow they try to be the better catch, or to be the better person, or be the better feminine or masculine, or whoever they are. Nobody is you, and that's your superpower. Energy's energy. If it resonates, and that's what these karmics are learning too. Get your own shit. Why you writing mine? Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure myself out when it comes to this relationship and this connection. Ordinary patience, 7-8, 7-8-6-7-8. Okay, so again, here we go. And here we go. 6-7-8. Okay, so here we go again, this synchronicity where they're trying to get themselves together. Patience. The moon is to remind you that no matter what phase you in, you are always whole. Some of these masculines want to have a baby with you. Again, I feel spirit baby energy. Hold on, I'm getting the cards. This mask is turning in, but the divine said the time is now. Spirit baby energy. I'm getting the cards, guys. I can't believe it. It's time. All right. Spirit baby energy. Remember I told you guys I made those spirit baby cards for us? All right, I made them on December 19th, 1923. Okay, that could be significant. Whose grandma's in here still trying to get at their granddad? Ooh, somebody's grandma is still trying to get at their grandfather for what they did. They must be arguing in the afterlife. Okay, so spirit baby messages, here they go. Spirit, I made these for us. These messages are from 12/19/2003. Okay, so it was 1:13 in the morning when I woke up. I got the download, and I just haven't had the guts thus far to do these cards and to make them. And I'm emotionally stable enough, because I got these downloads a couple months after my miscarriage. So I'm emotionally stable enough to make these cards and share them with you guys. All right, so let's just get, I need a number, guys, 1 to 10. First number I see I'm going to use. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Guys, 1 to 10. This one fell out. 1 to 10. First number I see, I'm going to use 1. All right, ghost tactic 1. I saw 1. Okay. The doula was amazing. So, all right, there we go. All right, we got 3, Isis goddess. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have, I know life is different. I know life is different. You did what you had to do, and rainbow baby. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. I know you hit a bib to remind me of you. Energy's energy. If it resonates, resonates. So those are who I get. I got like the chills. Wow, I got the chills when I read those. Whew. Okay, so those are some spirit baby messages. We go on light with them. We go on light. I did it. All right, so spirit, let's clarify some more of this energy moving forward. Success, rebirth. They want to try this over. 10-6-6-10 is a significant day. I know there's a Gemini in here. I saw it in the beginning. Again, with this 6-10, June 10th, and that's definitely Gemini. 10-6, Libra energy. It's all air sign energy. Shout out to all my Libras. It's all air sign energy. They do a lot of thinking about this relationship, about this connection. Here goes my nose. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. All right, spirit. So let's clarify 2 more of these energies, and then we're out with these in the mind of, we know this masculine wants better. I'm trying to forget, but it's hard. Okay, they can't. That's why we're here. That's exactly why we're doing this message, because a person thought that they could get over you just by hunching on other people, being with other people, all this other shit, and it didn't work. We know that. Energy's energy. If it resonates. I needed some alone time. And again, that alone time, you know what's so interesting is they still act like that the alone time they created when the divine separated you. Get out your MF and ego, even in the spiritual world. See, that's why the divine don't be fucking with some of these masculines, because they try to bring that ego shit into the spiritual world. They're like, no, adios. Don't do that. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Adios. Yeah, they try to play this game, and you could play with anyone else, but you can't play with the divine. And this is why, look at 9-10. And this is what's happening is they try to play this game with the divine, and look how they end up being with, you have all these feminine energies. You see all these ropes and stuff of all the people that they try to be with. They're exhausted. They no longer want to be here, there, and everywhere. They want to be settled. They want to be in one spot. And you're like, well, they're with someone, but they don't feel settled. They don't feel the same as they felt when they were with you. They don't feel that energy. You gave them energy. You know, some guys be like, oh, I like your energy. Yeah, they don't have that from other people. No one is you, and that is your superpower. That's why you were ordained to be in this relationship connection with this person. Not everybody else. Not other people. They made it so it was like other people. It was not other people. It was always supposed to be you. Okay, so let me show y'all the last 2 pulls of the energy that I just picked up, which I really love. We're in this 10-10 portal still because the last 10 days, look what we got. Okay, we got 6. Okay, so wanting to come towards you, they recognize for who you are. They know that you are a divine counterpart. They know life would be much better being with you. When they got in your life, it's some type of heavenly celebration. They're realizing the energy that you hold. Okay, 6. Okay, up. 5. Let me try to be a third-party situation. Didn't work, okay? On top of I'm getting help from spirit. They recognize who you are. 5, 6, 7. Patience. The moon is to remind me that no matter what phase I am, I'm always whole, okay? And again, if there's pregnancy, birthing new beginnings. Okay, 8, ordinary. We're just ordinary people. That's just the way that we go. I don't even remember how that song goes. Okay, so again, ordinary. They know you're different from the rest. Okay, exhaustion. Trying to find you and everyone else. They will look for you and other people, and they will not find you. They're exhausted from that. You know what else is making them exhausted? Using that wand on so many people. The walls are closing in on this mess, and they want a new life. They want better. They want a new beginning. They're tired of trying to be strong, and they just need somebody just saying, like, I just need to be with my divine feminine, masculine energy. If it resonates. And in order to do that, they have to grow. The divine's not going to allow this person back into your life. And because they listen to other people, they have to accept help and be open to it. Energy is energy if it resonates. So Roger Sherrill Jr. came in here to say, who cares? You do. That's why you're in here. You know you listening. Energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. All right. So what do we got here? Go for it. The divine's guiding this person to go for this relationship, this connection. Okay. The law of attraction. This masculine's realizing how much of low vibration people that they've attracted in their life, they're like, ooh, yeah, you did that. That was you. You went after that person. And not that all these people weren't, maybe there were some people that were attractive, but they weren't on your level. What's the point? If you excuse me, spiritual burp. If you graduate from kindergarten, why are you going back to kindergarten classes? What are you doing? Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Why did this card turn over by itself? I needed some alone time. They regret that. If somebody told you, oh, I just need time or give me time, no, they didn't. They just wanted time to go hunch on other people and create third-party situations. Because how did that card get turned over? I didn't touch it. They regret creating this great space between you guys. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. All right. All right, let's go. Okay, take the lead. Okay, take the lead. So this masculine, the divine's calling. Roger, I'm not sure if you're talking shit or you're oh, you are talking shit. All right, here. Thanks, Roger. Go home, Roger. Go home, Roger. You know, sister. All right, take the lead. So the divine sounds masculine. Listen, go for it. You need to be the leader. We're not allowing you in this masculine's, we're not allowing you in this feminine's life, this masculine's life. We're not allowing if you're not going to stand up and take the lead. You need to be accountable for the things you do, the things you say, and the way that you act. And if you can't do that, we're not going to allow you in this person's life. You pray to God for flowers, but you got rain instead. Go plant your stuff. Go dig your soil. You have to do the work. This masculine, they didn't want to do the work. And that's the reason. All right, Spirit, clarify some of these energies moving forward. We got 3 of them here. Somebody's in a dark place. Sweet dreams or a beautiful nightmare. I'm going to show you guys how they're in a dark place. So look at these cards. When they think of you moving forward, they're in this energy, right? Somebody's just really ready to go for it. Law of attraction. I know I can be what I want to be. And then when it starts to do the work, they're like, damn, can I? You can. Master the art of learning to know what you want and you don't, and following your heart. Okay, so enchanted, the past, and knowledge. They're really upset about the past too as well. Some of these masculine energies, yeah, avoiding drama. That's another reason too. They're like, are you going to bring it up? Yes, you damn right. Because they don't want to talk about the things that happened in the past. Well, how are you going to get past them? Energy's energy. If it read, how are you going to get past the things that you don't talk about? Okay, synchronicities and boundaries. They know. First of all, go for it. And enchanted, they're very intuitively guided towards you. So they'll say, all right, God, all right, Spirit, if divine feminine's for me, let me see 333 all day. Boom, they see 333 all day. You're not the only ones that get their synchronicities when it comes to this relationship, or they may pray about this relationship connection and they get the synchronies. This masculine feels like time just goes by so slow when you're not involved in their life. They also know that if they do return to your life, that you may have higher boundaries and standards. Again, rise to meet me where I am or stay where you're at. Whatever. Energy's energy. Whatever. Energy's energy. If it resonates. And some of them in this energy right now like are just going to not do anything. Okay? So, okay. It is what it is. It is what it's going to be. Let's put some traditional tarot on this. The synchronicities, the star card, healing. They're praying. They're doing a lot of praying. That's what I really pick up. They're doing a lot of praying. They're trying to get the hell away from these third-party situations. Spirit, clarify this avoiding drama. What are they trying to avoid? Yeah, the sun card and the fool card. Yeah, they're trying to move away, moving in silence. Don't you not know bad boys move in silence and violence? We got this this Wheel of Fortune and the 6 of Cups, person from your past returning. They just don't want, they're moving very, 6, 7. They're moving very slowly though, and they're moving in silence. Spirit, clarify this boundaries energy. We got the Magician manifesting you, Ace of Cups, 7 of Cups. How can I come in? What can I say? What can I do? How do I approach you? Never approach a goddess without an offering. I'm going to tell y'all that now. Putting y'all onto game. Masculine energies, I'm telling y'all right now, it's too much knowledge in the world. Never approach a goddess without offering. You know why? Because she's already in her Queen of Pentacles. You got to give something that this masculine realizing they got to give you something that you don't already have. So it's give me an energy of like, you take care of yourself. You're okay on your own. You're very stable. You may be running a thriving business. If you're running a thriving business, you had to leave this connection to thrive. Yeah, because they were literally pulling you down. They were really draining your life force because they didn't want to get their shit together. That's why you had to separate from this person. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. It had to be that way. It goes 6 of Pentacles. There you go. They have to give you equal give and take. They have to give you equal reciprocity. They have to give you equal emotions. You can't be doing all the damn work in this relationship, this connection. The Five of Wands. There you go. Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. That's exactly why did you realize that all the conflict that you were going through in life, you were creating obstacles because you weren't separating yourself from this masculine. Energy's energy. So that's your lesson there, feminine collective. All right, Spirit, clarify this knowledge energy of them knowing they want this relationship connection. Page of Wands. Somebody realized they act immature. Okay, with the Four of Cups by rejecting this. I don't want that. Okay, well, fine. Damn. All right. You don't want it. You offered them love. Now people are coming to them trying to offer them love. They don't want it. All these third parties like, I don't want it. I don't want it. They regret it. Yeah, with the Seven of Swords, not only that, did they meet people that were just like them. They not like us. They not like us. They met exactly what they wanted. Yeah, look with the Moon card. They'll never tell you that part, though. I'm just here to let you know that they ran into exactly people just like them. You see, they thinking they're a big dog. They're only a big dog in the reflection because at the end of the day, the day's got to end and they're still in this little bitty kitten energy, okay? Energy's energy. If it resonates, top of the deck, Page of Swords. I always feel like somebody's watching me and they're keeping a close eye on you. I do care for you deeply, but I'm scared you want too much. So again, they're still watching with this Sword energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're doing a lot of reading. There's a lot of knowledge. Somebody's trying to gain a lot of knowledge on spiritual connections. Not that there's not 100,000 posts every day. You can't. It's not like it was 5-6 years ago when people weren't really in tune and they're just it's all day everywhere. You see it all over Facebook, Instagram. You know what you're doing. They know what they're doing. These third parties do too. That's why they're also shocked as well. A lot of shit's about to go down. I just have to let y'all know in these third party karma situations, when I feel like we should go, tap into that a little bit. But yeah, a lot of shit's about to happen. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. I got flowers falling out of my stuff. All right, so we got Chariot Up, Ascension, and Truth Unveiled. Yes, baby. Because not only this 1010 portal was all about truth, so was that super moon. So there we go. Again, Ascension, truth. Acknowledge your truth and the truth shall set you free. Okay, spiritual work of the higher initiate, Chariot of Ascension. Now, I've had these cards for 3 years. I've never got the Chariot of Ascension card. Maybe Truth Unveiled. I don't know if I got that one either. Let's see. Chariot of Ascension. All right. Your soul wishes to travel more freely between the dimensions of the higher reality. To allow for your conscious spirit communication, the free flow of spirit light into the physical body and joining in divine harmony of heaven and earth. It requires a powerful consciousness to do so. The Merkaba, Chariot of Ascension, and Soul Fire is a spiritual gift to attain the divine purposes now available to you as a high initiate. There are times when the soul becomes ambition and wishes to live its entire life in conscious oneness with all expressions of it being, including the physical body. It may wish to do so simply because it is a natural of all beings to eventually realize themselves as divine, or because it needs specific new skills to be available to the human expression of the physical body to carry out the purpose of the divine. They have to, in order to be a divine masculine, you got to be divine. So they're getting called to raise their consciousness. They're getting called to be better. They're getting called to raise their vibration from the physical, from the spiritual realm. That's what I'm saying. You could lie to anyone you want, but you can't lie to the higher beings. And they're realizing that, again, their body is calling them to be better. Not so much drinking, not so much of low vibrational things, dealing with these low vibrational entities, people, places, and situations. And they have to acknowledge your truth when they do it. Okay, energy's energy. If it resonate. Let's see, Truth Unveiled. Let's see what we got here. Truth Unveiled. No school today. Whoop, whoop. No school today. Happy Indigenous Day. No school today. Happy Indigenous Day. Okay. There are times when appearances of people, places, and things are truly deceptive. Okay. You will sense this when something becomes uncomfortable within you. When you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you. That's how they feel every time they go around these third party. I just want to hunch. Well, you're getting bad feelings and vibes of this person. Stop just wanting to do what you want to do and listen to your intuition. Okay, you will sense when something feels uncomfortable within you, when you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you. You may think that there's something wrong with you, but actually you're intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. It is wise to trust your inner feelings rather than being convinced by outward appearance. There is a situation in your life, especially involving relationships, where something is not as being made out to be. To avoid undue suffering later on, Isis guides you to the truth and the revelation now. The revelation of Isis is needed when something or someone is not as it outwardly appears to be, no matter how sacred it may seem, because some of these third parties like, oh, we're soulmates. No, you're not. You are karmic soulmates. Oh, we're twin flames. No, you're not. You are karmic twin flames. You're not meant for this person in your life. That's why they feel uneasy when they're with you. That's why they doubt this. That's why they doubt the paternity. That's why these third party people are cheaters. That's why they get STDs from these. God's not going to align you with that such a low vibrational ass entity and then turn around and say, oh, that person was made for you. Hell no, they wasn't. Okay? Okay, so no matter how sacred it may seem, a spiritual person, a family relationship, a shared history, there are times when we thought it was more painful to admit the truth in short term, because in the long term, it would have saved you from so much sufferings and the feelings of being duped, misled, manipulated, used, or abused. They knew that from. I don't feel bad. You know what? I don't feel bad for these people. This is exactly what they get. This is, you get what you wanted, right? This is what you wanted. All right, so it will also make it more likely that the situation or relationship can grow into a healthier expression if possible. You cannot heal what is not revealed. Isis is with you now to help you realize the truth, to admit that you had already sensed it anyways, and to make wise use of this revelation now. Now is to acknowledge your truth, and the truth shall set you free. I love you guys so much. Happy Monday. I do my money manifestation, $5.05 every Monday. They know they're acknowledging the truth of who you are and how they feel about you and wanting to be back in your life before you walk out my life. So let's do some affirmations. And we're going to wrap it up because your girl going to work. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Okay, speak your mind. The divine is telling this person to speak up. Speak your mind. Okay, joy and delight. You're allowed to be happy. Although for so long this masculine energy didn't want to be happy or have happiness, they are. Okay, connection and Gaia. Stay connected to your divine. Stay connected. Somebody needed to get grounded so they can see the truth, acknowledge your truth, and the truth shall set you free. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Okay, meditate and dig deep. Here we go. The amethyst crystals again, being open to their spirituality. Okay, see these crystals. See these crystals, how they're purple, and we had acknowledging the truth in the extension. They're growing spiritually. That's just, they're acknowledging the truth. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Don't forget, guys, I got my $10.10 reading for 10 minutes special going. All right, so prayers and wisdom. Again, they wish that they could be better. With this purple signifying loyalty is royalty, ascension, the divine, the wishing well. If I had one wish, you be my boo. Promise to love you. Trust me, I trust you. Again, wishing well. Now, what did I see the other day? I went to a patient's house, and they had a big well in their backyard, but it was sealed. And I don't know, I just started getting lots of downloads. And here it is again, prayers and wishes. They're praying for better. Right? They're literally, maybe they're going to a particular spot and they're praying, but you see the sun is on the horizon. So I just feel like this person wakes up a lot early in the morning and thinks about this relationship, this connection. Last but not least, earth magic. Again, stay grounded towards Virgo, Capricorn, heavy towards Virgo, Capricorn, and meditate for clarity. I feel like that's more for you. For your clarity, helping this masculine come towards you. Again, reflection. Excuse me, I get all these spiritual burps. Wow, they're getting it out, baby. They're reflecting back on the past, and so are you. Did you learn? Have you learned what you learned? And apply what you learned. Don't forget the lessons, because it's not what you want. It's what the divine has for you, because that's why we're anxious and we're feeling like, oh, it's not fair. It's because if the divine says not now, not now. If the divine says separate, separate. It may be permanent or it may be short term, but the more you hold resistance back from what the divine's telling you to do, like the divine told them, don't go to those third party situations. You will be used, duped, misled, manipulated, and abused. But they just went on. They did what they wanted to do because that's what they wanted to. Now they're seeing that if it's a spiritual connection, they need to let the divine lead and follow the directions of the divine, because now we know that this person definitely knows how to follow the directions of the divine. I love you guys so much. Happy Monday. Manifestation, miracles, allow things to flow, ebb and flow, go with the flow of life, and follow the divine lead. Okay, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have an amazing day. 8:36 Eastern, 8:36 a.m. Eastern time. When this message find you in good time, it's because you needed to hear it. Email me, sunshinegoddess323@gmail.com. We have our $10.10 for 10 minutes readings until the 20th. Join. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys so much. Keep your head up and your heart close, God. I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys our midday mix or our next read, whatever comes first. Mwah.